Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have a very peculiar fig tree. I am on my farm in Heidelberg. The day is a little bit gloomy, but the view is nice from this. Cannot call it mountain meadow, hill meadow. And the neighbor has a nice fig bush or fig tree. It's in a pretty exposed location, so here you can see some of the old stems which froze a couple years ago. Never developed into a tree, but always a bush, which, is still quite big, at least 4 or 5 meters tall. And look at the size of the figs that grow here into my meadow. Not bad size-wise for a fig. And this is not the first generation of figs, no. The first generation came around in early June. They were pretty large, but now they are really desiccated and shrunken. This is already the second generation, while other figs around here are just in their first generation or first crop or first harvest of figs. The funny thing is, however, when you take those figs and squeeze them, they emit a puff of dust. I don't know if you could see this. I'll do it again. Okay, this one didn't work. This one neither. Let's try this one. The first one worked quite well, but I cannot see if you were able to see it. Come on. Here I saw it again, but it was quite small and inconspicuous. This made a big cloud of dust. I hope you managed to see this. Well, so why did I just throw away all those nice figs? Well, the answer is quite simple. Here is the dust. When you bite into the fig and I guess if you were really starving, you could eat them, although you wouldn't gain much by the pretty, it's dry and at the same time astringent. Definitely not an edible fig by all common standards. Why? Why does my neighbor have a fig tree here which produces one first harvest in late spring, another one in summer, and the third one in autumn, and really plentiful harvests, as you can see from the tree and from the ground? And why are the figs not edible? Well, the fig fruit is actually not a fruit but a whole inflorescence. So if you are looking for the single flowers and fruit of the fig, you have to open it and look inside. Well, that's what I did with my teeth. And I hope you can see here that this fig, on the first glance it looks like kind of like a fig inside, but on the second glance there are those things which branch off into 5 different distinct branches. Here I managed to just bend out 2 of them, and each of those branches is covered with a little yellowish structure which produces the dust you saw before. And if you have some experience in botany, you'll realize that on each of those little stalks there is actually a flower with 5 stamens. 5 stamens but no stigma. So this thing, which looks like a fruit, is actually a male inflorescence. And male inflorescences are usually not supposed to be eaten by animals. That's why they are not sweet and juicy. Actually, they're a little bit juicy, but not sweet at all. So this, folks, is the pretty rare example of a male fig tree in Germany. Why is this the case? Why is there a male fig here? Well, not far away from here on my farm, somebody before my time planted 5 fig trees, and at least one of them is male. Probably this was a couple decades ago. Still no specialized fig varieties for German climate, and you still needed some male fig trees for pollination. But why does this neighbor here have just one single male fig tree and no female fig tree around? The modern fig varieties, they don't require males. They are self-fertile. You get tasty fig fruit without pollination, but here he has only one plant. So why? Well, there are several possibilities. One is that he actually purchased some commercial fruit bearing fig tree which is adapted to the German climate and which was grafted on some male rootstock. I don't know if there are problems if you graft female fig trees on male rootstock. Never thought about it before. This is, I would say, the most probable explanation. The other one is that he just brought some cuttings of figs from the Mediterranean and thought that he could breed his own nice fruit tree here. Well, it didn't work out. The tree has tons and tons of figs, but unfortunately they are not edible. Okay, they are not edible and they are dropping from the ground. Okay, I couldn't catch this. Well, folks, so this was the male fig tree. I hope this was interesting for you, despite not having really edible fruit. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful farms of beautiful Heidelberg. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.